Well, the establishment media rushing to the side of Hillary Clinton to give her aid and defend her, and then beating Matt Lauer over the head for daring to ask about her email scandal at this week's town hall. It's the latest in a series of attacks by the press on anyone who might ask tough questions of Hillary or appear to be on Trump's side. Our next guest says the press has a Trump-sized blind spot. He is Daily Beast contributor Michael Tracey, a columnist for the New York Daily News, wrote the single smartest piece on the media and Donald Trump that I have seen this season. Great to see you this morning.
Thank you.
So Matt Lauer, I don't think anyone would accuse Matt Lauer of being a conservative. He's kind of a liberal establishment guy, if there ever was one. But he has earned the ire of everybody in the press for asking pretty basic questions. Why?
Well, what's amazing is that Hillary Clinton has the unprecedented advantage of virtually the entire elite media being united against her opponent.
Yes.
And even that being the case, she and her surrogates still go out of their way to whine and complain and whinge at the press whenever they exhibit the slightest hint of scrutiny of her record. So the email scandal is, routinely dismissed by liberal pundits, but anybody who has a basic journalistic impulse would have led with that as the main issue at the forum this past week. But even Matt Lauer doing that, it's really a simple journalistic act, earned him the just total ire of the media establishment, and they have no self-awareness of that fact.
So why is that, though? I mean, they're liberal, but they've always been liberal. There's something more going on here. They feel threatened by Trump in a way I don't think any candidate has threatened them.
Right. I think a good way to think about it is, let's say Ted Cruz theoretically had been nominated. Right. They would have been united against him, basically, as well. But I don't think their contempt would have been as visceral for Ted Cruz. Because Ted Cruz is not as proximate to them. Donald Trump came up in elite media spheres. He was a reality TV show host. He was, paid by NBC Universal. So I think that there's this sense within the elite liberal stratum that they, I don't know, maybe bear some culpability for Trump in a way?
Maybe that. So here's an amazing example. The Washington Post has disgraced itself, I think, in its campaign coverage this year. No longer really a newspaper, really more a partisan organ. They have an editorial yesterday saying that we ought to stop asking questions about Hillary's email, and I'm quoting now from the editorial. Judging by the amount of time NBC's Matt Lauer spent pressing Hillary on her emails during Wednesday's National Security Forum, one would think that her homebrew server is one of the most important issues facing this country. It is not. The story has vastly exceeded the boundaries of the facts, and they go on to say basically, hey, stop asking questions. It helps Trump.
Well, by referring to the matter as the email issue, I think that's sort of a trivialization. I mean, first of all, the emails themselves are public records, which were destroyed.
Yes.
So referring to them as the emails gives the impression that it's this stupid little, sideshow that doesn't really ultimately matter. But they're public records that are supposed to be put into the historical record for, future citizens to look back on and analyze Hillary's term as Secretary of State.
And they belong to us. They're not hers. Yeah. Michael Tracey is this man's name. If you haven't read his piece in the Daily Beast, it's Tracey. Google him. It's truly an amazing piece. Michael Tracey, great to see you.